Welcome to problem 18 from chapter 12. And here we have kind of a cool problem. So we've got this contractor, he's preparing a bid, and he's up against two other contractors. So contractor A has a uniform probability distribution between 600 and 800,000. So lower and upper, 600 and 800. Okay. Pardon me, but I like the comma format. Okay, so that's contractor A. And then contractor B, normal probability with a mean of 700, mean 700, and standard deviation of 50,000. Okay, there we go, get rid of this. Okay. So we have contractor A and contractor B, and we want to simulate, these 1,000 of these potential bids. Okay, so since A is a continuous uniform distribution, we want to use that formula. So again, I'm going to take the lower bound plus my RAND function times my upper minus my lower bound. And then I want to copy this down, so I want to make sure I anchor everything, or anchor my bounds. There we go. Okay, so that would be A's potential bid. And then B, use that norm dot inverse. There it is. Okay, so RAND, and the mean, 700, standard deviation 50, and anchor. Okay. Now it says if the building contractor submits a bid of 750, what is the probability that the building contractor will obtain the bid? Use an Excel worksheet to simulate 1,000 trials. Okay. So here's what I want you to see. Let me comma format both of these. Okay. So what you need to do, right? You've got this contractor A and B, and they're both going to be submitting bids. So in order to win the bid, right, you have to have your bid has to exceed the maximum of either contractor A's bid or contractor B's bid. So what you need to do is you need to calculate the max. So I'm just going to use that max function. This is the max of these two numbers. Don't parentheses, just hit OK. Right? So in other words, like in this first simulation, contractor A is irrelevant because his or her bid is less than contractor B's bid, right? So if, like in this case, my $750,000 bid would win because the largest bid between A and B is the 738, all right? So this is what we want to simulate. So I'm going to copy this approximately 1,000 times. Close enough. Okay. Now what I need to do, so it says, what is the probability that the building contractor will obtain the bid? So here I want to count all of the maxes, right, that are, now you can do it one of two ways, greater than 750 or less than 750. So I will do less than 750. If I do greater than 750, then I have to take 1 minus my probability, right? So I'm going to do a count if. Okay, I want my range to be the maximum bid, and the criteria is, double quotes, less than 750, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So there were 671, and then what's the probability, right, that the max bid between A and B is less than 750. So I need to take this number divided by the total number of trials. So I'll hit count, max, Hit OK. So 64%. So there's a 64% that if I bid $750,000, that I would get this particular contract. All right. In B, the building contractor is also considering bids of $775,000, $785,000. If the contractor would like to bid such that the probability of winning the bid is about 0.8, what bid would you recommend? Repeat the simulated process with bids of $775,000 and $780,000 to justify your recommendation. Okay, I'm not sure what they're getting at by rerunning the simulation, because all I need to do is the same thing except put in $775,000 and $785,000. So what I'm going to do is anchor my range here, and then I'm going to go copy, paste, and paste. And then what I'm going to do is change this to 775,000. Yeesh. And then this one, 785. So I'll just put an 8 right there and presto. And then I have to do the same thing. Well, what's the probability? So that's going to be this number divided by my count. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is anchor this. All right. So, if the building contractor would like to bid such that the probability of winning the bid is about 80%, what bid would you recommend? Well, it's this one. This is the $775,000. That's what he should bid if he wants to be 80% confident that he or she will win the bid, right? This one, see, the point is here, the 785, that's just too high, right? If he bids 785,000, then he's basically almost guaranteed to win the bid, right? All right, well, there you go. That is question 18.